Recess pa din for 2025. Happy New Year, friends! Yes, nakasurvive tayo ngayong last year, 2024. And I hope you had a wonderful, memorable, and lovely New Year celebration. Yeah, so just a quick, or just to share, yeah, last December 31, yeah, nag-staycation na lang kami ng family ko with my parents and si partner. Yan, and alam niyo yun, yung experience ko na yun before mag-New Year, sobrang whirlwind. Kasi, alam mo, totoo talaga eh, before ka mag-relax, kailangan mo muna talaga ma-stress. Grabe yung stress ko nung 31 na yon or before that. Pero, it's okay kasi lesson learned of what happened. Yan. Sa mga nakakaalam, alam nyo na yan. Yan. Pero, after naman nun, we have fun and masaya ako na nakapag-celebrate kami ng family ko and si partner. And nag-celebrate kami, not the typical one. So, first time namin nag-staycation. And it's a good thing na while celebrating the New Year or habang inaabangan nyo magsalubong, yan, you can see the fireworks talaga na malapit sa iyo kasi sa first time namin mag-condo, so ang lapit ang ganda ng view namin dun sa fireworks. So, and of course, nakita mo yung city lights and all. So, yes, it's really a memorable one. So, ngayon, if you can see, I'm wearing brown. Ito na yung brown ko na medyo light. Yeah, kasi ito ba ang Pantone natin for this 2025 is mocha. Yan, gusto ko lang ma-feel yung vibe. And actually, ito talaga yung gusto kong color, earth tone colors. Yan, mga neutral, sobrang ang sarap niyan sa mata and madaling bagayan in terms of fashion or in terms of OOTDs. And maganda rin siya sa interior ng bahay. Yan, so ayan yung mga gusto kong colors. And for this vlog, even though hindi naman siya pa late pa, I think. So, for those people na hindi pa nakakapag-goal setting or hindi pa decided or finalized kung ano ba yung gusto nyo gawin for this year. So, hopefully this video will help you para ma-finalize nyo na talaga. Yan. Or may ma-realize man kayo. Yan. Kung ano ba yung gusto nyo this year. And this will be a simple, easy to understand way on how I set goals or how you can also set goals. Disclaimer, hindi ako expert, hindi ako guru sa mga ganito, pero I just want to share what I am doing or what I did kasi matagal ko na ito ginagawa. Since 2018 pa, nag-goal setting na talaga ako. So, 7 years ko na itong ginagawa. Eh, nakita ko naman yung progress somehow. Yes, oo. And every year, iba-iba talaga yung way kung paano ako nag-goal. Pero this time, I'll make it simple and yun nga, easy to understand. And just to share with you, ginawa ko tong goal na to nung nag-Bohol ako last December. So, I'll soon post yung Bohol trip. Yan, it's a long video. Hinati ko siya sa 3 vlogs. But aside from that, nandito tayo to share my goals with you. Yan. So, siguro sa mga iba dyan, nakagawa na kayo, na-start nyo na, nag-work na kayo, nag-start na kayo mag-grind. So, ngayon, I'll share to you kung paano ba ako nagsaset ng goals or paano ko ginawa yung goals ko this 2025. First nga, I watch YouTube videos to set tone, to set the mood ng sarili ko para nandun ako sa posisyon na okay, mag-set ako ng goals this time. Yan. And of course, to seek advices then or ideas from those person or people na talagang expert sa pagsaset ng goals or mga gantong topics. So, ito yung mga pinanood ko. But, just to summarize, ito yung parang key takeaways ko doon or learnings. Ganyan. So, meron nabanggit doon na 80-20 rule discussion. So, sabi doon, among your list goals, what is the most valuable that can make you so successful and productive? So, syempre, marami tayong gustong gawin eh. Diba? We have a lot of things. We want a lot of things to achieve. Yan. Pero sa lahat ng yun, ano ba, dapat i-categorize natin siya. Ano ba yung pinaka-priority mo? Ano yung sa tingin mo yung mas, pag mas priority mo siya, mas magiging productive ka and, or it could, ang pagkakaintindi ko dito, it could, make or bring ripple effects. Di ba may mga times na may mga goals tayo na kapag na-achieve natin to, susunod at susunod na yan eh. Yan. Then, nakalagay din doon, very specific eh. Write 10 goals. Then, number one, which one goal would you have the greatest positive impact on your life? So, siguro may mga goals, kung meron man tayong ililist down na goals, meron talaga dyan na pinakagusto natin talaga this year. So, parang siguro part yun ng parang lifetime goal natin or long-term goal, di ba? Meron naman dyan yung mga simple goals lang na parang it could add up to your motivation, 'di ba? So, yun, pwede natin yun i-reflect. Ano yung makakapagbigay doon ng greatest positive impact in your life. Second, work at those goals all the time. Yan. So, later I'll share to you kung ano ba yung mga ganitong type of goals ko. Pero, for example, you're in a yun nga, sige, gamitin ko ng example sa sarili ko, nasa sales kayo. So, ang long-term goal nyo or this year, ang goal nyo is maka 100 million of sales. So, syempre, hindi mo naman agad-agad yun ma-achieve ng isang buwan or after 2 months. It can happen, yes. Pero, para mangyari yun, ano ba yung dapat mong gawin, di ba? So, kaya sabi dito, work at those goals all the time. Ayan. So, you have 12 months, 365 ba? 66? I'm not sure. Comment below kung ano ba talaga yung day, kung ilang days ba talaga this year. Yan. Pero yun nga, madami kang oras para gawin yun step one at a time, di ba? So, yun. And lastly, sabi doon, resist the temptation to clear up small things first. So, ito very on point to kasi a lot of times or most of us, 'di ba, friends, mayroon tayong mga task every day or for a week na may madaling matapos, may mahirap matapos, pero it tend us to do first yung mga small things na madaling gawin. And sometimes, it's either na-neglect or wala na tayong energy para gawin yung mas mahirap pa na task. So, it reminds us or it reminded me na dapat i-priority ko talaga yung major priority or top priority ko doon sa mga goals. Yan. And then, saka natin gawin isa-isa yung iba. Kasi, kung nagawa mo nga yung pinaka-mabigat, sisiw na lang sa'yo yung mga susunod. Yan. So, that's it, friends. So, yun yung mga realization ko doon sa mga napanood ko. And ngayon, after that, of course, hindi mawawala yung assessment from the last year. So, for those who watch my video, yan. So, I guess alam nyo kung ano yung content or kung paano ko ginawa yung goal ko last year. So, ang mantra ko, I always start with a mantra. So, ang mantra ko last year is, live like a pro. And I have this core values which are proactive, professional, and progressive. So, kung bakit yun, pwede nyo panoorin yung last video ko. I will be honest with you, no? Out of 18 goals na nagawa ko or sinet ko last year, 2 of them yung na-achieve ko. Yan. And 7 doon is on progress or ongoing pa. Kumbaga, na-start ko naman pero hindi ko lang siya totally talaga na push na masasabi kong natapos ko tong goal na to. For example, my goal last year is be an influential content creator. Parang naglagay pa nga ako doon na dapat ganitong taon matapos ko to na ganito na yung subscribers ko, diba? Pero, along the way, ang dami din syempre struggles, yan, and hindrances. And di naman din ako naging consistent mag-post, diba? At although, na-start ko siya last year. As in, mas madami ako compare sa mga previous years na ginugol ko to for the longest time. Last year, yung pinakamadaming nag-post ako YouTube, yan, sa TikTok, yan. So, nag-grow naman, pero hindi lang siya ganun talaga nag-grow. As in, parang 20 followers, alam niyo yan, ganun lang. Pero, at least I already started, diba? So, 7 yung ganun yun, yung on progress. And this on progress, pwede ko pa rin siyang i-goal this year. Kasi maybe that goal is meant not to be done in a year. Kumbaga, meant talaga siya na tuloy-tuloy mo siyang i-goal, parang ganun. And soon, or siguro long, 5 years talaga siyang ginugol. Ito may mga ganun. So, baka may mga ganun kayong goal na in-expect natin na matapos this year, pero hindi pala. Or possible naman na matapos, pero in your case, it takes time, 'di ba? So, yun. And 9 yung hindi ko pa nagawa. So, possibly, na pwede ko itong ulit isama this year or talagang bitawan ko na muna siya for now. Ayan. And summary, ito yung summary ng nangyari sa akin last year. Maybe I'll take time to read na lang. So, hindi ko na siya pala babasahin. Kasi masyado, tinignan ko medyo personal yung iba dito. Pero, or baka hindi din kayo makarelate. Pero, siguro one main question, if na-achieve ko ba talaga yung goal ko last year despite of 2 lang naman yung na-achieve ko. Ayan. Sabi ko dito, did I achieve my goal to live like a pro? Ayan. I believe I did. Ayan. I grew in decision making, endured the struggles caused by my mental health, and learned to separate work and personal problems. So, last year, ganun yung mga naging struggle ko. Until now naman, kumbaga, I can say na I'm not yet fully healed with my past mental health concerns. Pero, kumbaga, nag-start pa rin ako na i-push yung sarili ko to separate nga yung personal and work related problems. Yan. And despite of those things na nangyari or sa other problems pa, tinuloy ko pa rin or pinush ko pa rin pumasok. And this was the thing na hindi ko ginawa noong 2023. There are significant steps na ginawa ko, like yan, pwede ko naman ito i-share. Yan, nag-delete ako ng dinelete ko last year yung old Facebook ko. Kasi talagang nag-detoxify ako. Tama ba yung term? Yan, nag-detoxify ako ng social media. Yan, pero ngayon iba na yung gamit ko kasi. Yan, kumbaga, and pili na lang din or talagang pili na lang yung friends ko doon. Yan. Sabi ko nga din dito, 2024 has been a year of small but meaningful progress. And it set the stage for even greater ambitions in 2025. Next year will require big decisions, constant discernment, and unwavering faith. But I am ready to embrace it with hope and determination. Yan. Sobrang ganda in-uplift yung sarili. Pero, yan, para sa akin, sobrang tama yun. Very on point yun. Kung ano man yung nangyari sa akin last year, it will really drive me to push forward this year. Lagi naman ganun, di ba? Pero, I think, naniniwala ako, iba lang talaga yung nararamdaman ko for this year. Yan, more hopeful ako. Yan, this year. Kasi, may mabibigat talaga nangyari last year. Pero, I still survive and pinili ko pa din pagpatuloy. And of course, this will not happen if without the guidance and the mercy, the grace, and the love of our Almighty God and Savior. Ayan. So, lahat naman ito ay hindi ko magagawa kundi dahil sa Kanya. Ayan. And of course, itong pag-goal din natin, mahalaga yon na I know hindi naman lahat sa atin dito ay Christian, pero it's really about the faith or the relationship of yours to the upper higher being ba, or for us, of course, si Lord. Hindi ito magagawa or hindi ito mangyayari kung hindi niya will ito para sa atin. Alright? Okay. So, sorry, low energy ba ako ngayon? Hindi naman tayo magkaset ng mood for this year, pero kasi ayoko lang na nabubulabog yung kapitbahay. Yan. And medyo nasira yung mic ko, kaya yung mic mismo dun sa camera yung gamit ko. Anyway, so let's proceed. Ano ba yung magiging mantra ko for this 2025? So my mantra this year will be building a newer Renz. Yan. So hashtag building a newer Renz. Yan. Buildings are developed with a strong foundation, So, starting from underground breaking to the final turnover of a well-planned structure. In 2025, I aim to build a newer rents. Over my 27 years, I believe I have already established a solid foundation. This foundation comes from my supportive and loving family, my academic journey, the values instilled through church ministry service, lessons from six relationships and my current 6 years as a property consultant, involvement in a bi-gay trans group, and fulfilled goals from 7 consecutive years of goal setting, o, diba? And countless personal struggles. Talagang hinighlight ko yung countless personal struggles. These experiences have shaped me, and I believe they have made my foundation as a person stronger than ever. So, very on point ako doon. Talagang pinagnilayan ko yun. Alam niyo yun. And you can also do that. Diba? In my 27 years, and 7 years din akong naggaganito. So, simula pala 20 years old ako, or 21. Yan, naggaganito na ako. Pero, noticed and I realized na hindi naman talaga agad-agad na-achieve yung mga sinaset kong goals. But this time, I want to build a newer lens. So, kung ano yung sinet ko this year, I will really push myself to achieve those things. Pero, of course, like what I've mentioned, it will always fall if that is the will of the Lord. Pero, alam ko at naniniwala din ako na if you have faith, diba? If you have this unwavering faith na gagawin ni Lord para sa iyo yun, papakita niya talaga unti-unti na para sa iyo talaga yun. But of course, if not, papakita rin niya yun sa iyo. Or if not yet, diba? So, yun. And habang ginagawa ko dun tong reflection goals ko din, I know na hindi din naman ako dapat mag-set ng expectations. Sobra-sobra expectations because I don't want to feel frustrated. Pero mas gusto ko ma-feel na I'm inspired na at least nag-set ako ng goals. May guidance ako this year and ito yung susubukan ko talagang makamit. In addition, in 2025, I will make bigger decisions that will require sacrifice, pain, and discernment. I must stop relying on others and begin trusting myself more deeply. Trusting myself means anchoring my faith in God and believing that the decisions I make are aligned with His plan. Yeah, like kung inuulit-ulit yun kanina, diba? To build a newer lens doesn't mean starting from scratch. Hindi ganon. Or abandoning the values and principles I've cultivated. Instead, it's about creating a better version of myself. One that is no longer defined by the past. So, ito yung gusto kong i-highlight din. Kasi, I noticed na there are times na I will seek an advice or go to a friend to hang out or to, alam niyo yun, mag-coffee lang. Usually ganun eh. Coffee tayo, ganyan. Pero, I mean, sometimes, I don't blame them. Pero sometimes I felt na ayun na naman si Renz, problem na naman yung kakwento niya and other things, ganun. Parang ang negative, diba? But this time, I want to let them see. Hindi ko naman ito ginagawa, syempre, para i-prove yung sarili ko sa kanila. Pero gusto ko lang i-fulfill yung sarili ko na what will I share soon is kung paano ko na-achieve yung mga goals na yun, kung paano ko na-surpass yung mga struggles na yun, and of course, those things will not define me anymore, diba? Kung ano yung gusto kong i-build this year, yun yung dapat nilang makita. Yan. And that's me. Hindi naman ako magkakreate lang ng facade eh, diba? That's me. I will really build a new words. And I refuse to see myself solely through the lens of past mistakes. Yan nga. My decisions will no longer be tied to previous experiences. I want to tell a new story, one of growth, resilience, and triumph. over past failures, filled with new experiences that will inspire not only those around me but also myself. Yan. So, gusto ko din i-highlight yun. So, sabi ko, hindi ko naman to ginagawa lang para ma-inspire kayo, friends, or yung friends, or yung people yung nasa mga paligid ko. Pero, most of all, I want to inspire myself also. Yan. Kasi, to be honest, friends, mataas ang insecurity ko sa sarili. I mean, yun, mataas ang insecurity ko. And I acknowledge that. Pero yun nga, I'm doing this because I want to inspire more myself to do better and better. In 2025, I will make a pivotal decision that will spark a significant change in my life. I want to see myself 5 years from now sharing stories of overcoming challenges and celebrating accomplishments and joyful experiences that begin in 2025. Yeah, so since nga I want to build a newer Renz, yeah, so gusto ko yung kukwento ko 5 years from now nanggaling dito. I experienced a lot back in my early 20s. Excuse me. Pero this year, nung nag-start yung 2025, there's a change. May ginawa akong pagbabago sa sarili ko na may inspire yung ibang tao. Ayun. No one can define or judge me based on my past mistakes. No one will have the power to use my history to hurt, degrade, or limit me. Yeah. So, ganun din kayo, syempre. Kung ano man yung mga pagkakamali nyo in the past, just get the learnings from it. Pero don't let other people hurt, degrade, and limit you. Diba? Kung ano yung gusto nyo gawin. And in 2025, I will focus on creating meaningful and lasting experiences and lessons that others can value and learn from, and that I can take pride in. Yes, this is the year I will rewrite my story and build a legacy that reflects the person I aspire to become. Yes. So, it's para lang tong diba meron lagi natin naririnig na hindi pa huli ang lahat, ganyan. So, if you want to make a difference in this world, diba? Or in your life, diba? Hindi pa huli ang lahat. Kasi kung gusto mo makita yung sarili mo na nagkukwento ng mga na-achieve mo, yung iba maaga na-achieve yung mga ganitong bagay. Teenager pa lang sila, diba? Maaga sila yung iba maaga nag-retire. Kaya madami silang magagandang stories na nabibigay or nasasabi. Pero, I realize na pwede mo din naman siyang gawin in your late age, or kahit ito ako late 20s na nga eh. Yung iba naman, pwede nyo, yung iba for sure sa inyo siguro nasa late 30s na, late 40s na. Pero it's still a good time, diba? To restart and to have your goals. Yan, di man kayo you don't have, despite of not having the energy that you have that you had way back in your early age, pero you still have the capacity to do what you want, diba? Yan. So no one is hindering, ba? Wala namang pumipigil sa'yo, diba? Nagawin mo yung gusto mo. As long as, syempre, it's right. Hindi ka nakakasakit ng ibang tao. Hindi ka nakatapang ng ibang tao. So, gawin mo lang yun. Punta naman tayo dun sa core value ko this year. So, di ko na ito papahabain pa kasi very understandable naman siya. So, first, passionate. Second, independent. And 3, hopeful. Passionate kasi I noticed and I realized na in the past 2 years that I've been working with my current company, nawala yung passion ko. Actually, hindi nga lang dun sa maraming bagay. Goal setting ako, meron akong goals, pero parang hindi ako passionate na i-push yun, na i-achieve. Yeah, so gusto ko siyang ibalik this time na mas maging passionate ako. Makita ko yung sarili ko na nagtatop ulit. Renz is now in his top era. Diba? Hindi na siya puro bottom. Ganon. So, second, independence. Yan. Since I want to build a new brands, gusto ko talaga maging independent, especially in finances. Yan. And some decisions na kailangan kong gawin. Hirap din talaga nung umaasa ka palagi. Hindi naman ako ganun tao na lagi ako umaasa sa iba. Pero, alam niyo yan, parang it's time to be independent na you can, and being independent is trusting yourself, diba? Sabi ko nga dito, being independent doesn't mean you're only relying on yourself, but mostly, it is God. It is because God that gives you the strength in order for you to believe in yourself that you can. Yeah. And lastly, hopeful. Since this 2025 is the year of Jubilee, a pilgrim of hope, I want to be more hopeful that every goal that I wrote will be achieved. All are in accordance with God's plan. Being hopeful entails optimism. I will embrace positivity rather than overthinking things. Yan. So for those who know, lalo na yung mga friends ko dyan, alam yung overthinker akong tao, ay malibra. Pero, this time, mas iko-control natin siya. Mas gagamit natin siya on our favor. So, mas i-embrace ko nga yung pagiging hopeful and optimism. And of course, faith. Kapag hopeful ka, you have faith, diba? Na magagawa mo yun or mangyayari yung isang bagay na yun. And yun nga, this year, for the Catholic Church, we are celebrating the year of Jubilee and our theme is a pilgrim of hope. Yan. Gusto ko lang i-share to sa inyo. Sabi ni Pope Francis here, we must fan the flame of hope that has been given us and help everyone to gain new strength, certainty, by looking to the future with an open spirit, a trusting heart, and far-sighted vision. Another one, here we see the reason why this hope perseveres in the midst of trials, founded on faith and nurtured by charity, it enables us to press forward in life. Diba? So, gusto ko i-highlight dun yung founded on faith and nurtured by charity. So, di talaga nagkakalayo yun yung faith and hope. And hope and charity. May kanta nga ganun One faith, hope, and charity. Ang ginamit yun sa NYD. Hindi ako nagkakamali. Or National Youth Day. But anyway, so yun nga. It's really a good thing na mas maging hopeful tayo this year. Hopeful na magiging maayos yung taon natin. Hopeful na whatever comes in, malalagpasan natin yun. And bibigyan tayo ng Lord ng lakas para surpass yung mga bagay na yan, di ba? And we just need to do the thing. Yeah. Nurtured by charity. Hope is nurtured by charity. So, what does it mean, diba? Despite of doing your personal things, diba? Try to we need to give back to the community pa din. Yeah. So, mamaya, i-incorporate ko yan sa goals ko. Yan. So, those are my mantra and core values this 2025. Hashtag building a newer Renz, hashtag passionate, hashtag independent, and hashtag hopeful. Yan. Kung mapapansin nyo, medyo pause yung boses ko ngayon or medyo malumanay. At kasi gabi na rin. It's already midnight. Yan. So, hindi ko babanggitin lahat ng goals ko, pero gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo. Ano ba yung outline ng goals? Usually, they taught us na you should have career goals, financial goals, and personal goals. Pero ako, inatik siya sa 6. Although yung iba naman kasi dito, pwede naman siya maging personal, pero mas dinefine ko lang siya by this category. So, first, I have this career. Second, I have finances. Third, I have personal. Fourth, I have family. Fifth, spiritual. And lastly, or sixth is relationship. I am a believer na if you don't have a partner or you have, you need to have a certain goal. Goal mo para sa inyong dalawa or it could be goal nyo para sa sarili nyo, diba? Sa relationship nyo. Yan. So, career, very understandable kung saan man kayong career ngayon or ano man yung ginagawa nyo ngayon. To feed your tummy, wow, or work, diba? Anong goal nyo doon? Ma-promote, kumita ng ganito if you're having a business, diba? So, yun. And next, finances or financial goals. So, ano ba, nakakuha na ba kayo ng insurance? Binabayaran nyo ba yung mga um, obligations nyo, debts, credits, diba? Or gusto nyo mas mag-save or mag-invest, diba? Bumili ng property. Yan, goal nyo yan. Yan. To be honest, yes. Mahalaga na magkaroon ka ng sarili mong property, especially if you're getting older, diba? Di naman kailangan sobrang high and it depends on your priority, your capability, of course, and kung ano ba yung need mo talaga. Yan. And third, impersonal. Yan. Ano yung mga parang tiny goals na gusto mo ma-achieve? Gusto mo ba magpapayat? Gusto mo mas gumanda katawan mo ngayon? Diba? Gusto mo bumili ng ganito? Gusto mo mag-travel? Yan. Pwede mo siya ilagay din sa personal goals. And actually, hindi naman to laging material thing eh. Pwedeng parang values or pwedeng gusto mo uh, mas maging discipline ka in terms of ganitong bagay, di ba? Pwede naman ganun. And next, family. Anong goal mo para sa pamilya mo? If you're already a family person, mayroon ka ng pamilya, may mga anak ka na, anong goal mo para sa anak mo? Diba? Or anong goal mo na mag-asawa? Or goal mo sa parents, di ba? So, yun. And spiritual. Yan. At hindi dapat mawala. I highly recommend this or suggest this because hindi naman tayo nag-work lang dapat para sa sarili natin or para sa family, di ba? Uh, if you have the capability, di ba, to work with an organization or sa church, di ba? Or kahit man lang goal mo magsimba every Sunday, di ba? Magkumpisal. Ayan. So, yan, pwede mo siya i-goal. And lastly, relationship. So, yun nga, ano ba yung goal nyo ng partner mo? Gusto nyo ba mag-celebrate ng monthsary or anniversary in this kind of place? Or meron ba kayong gustong i-achieve? Diba? Kung mas matagal na kayo. So, yan, doon ko siya kinakategorize. Ayan, so kung alam na natin kung ano yung category ng bawat goals, ayan, so, uh, to set the goals naman, ito naman yung kumbaga outline. Yan. So first, I did is to list down the goals based on the category. Then, first, ano yung purpose mo dun sa goal na yun? Para at least, mas ma-push ka, diba? Kung alam mo yung purpose or why nung goal na yon or ba't mo siya ginol, mas magiging driven ka to push that, diba? So, I would like to share one. So, for example, I want to be consistent or I want to have a consistent growth on my social media. My purpose is to finally fulfill your goal being a content creator kasi I have this long-term lifetime goal. So, gusto ko talaga maging content creator, influential content creator, diba? So, yun yung purpose ko kaya gusto ko talaga siyang i-achieve. And the type, ito naman yung next part ng outline is yung type. Kung major priority mo ba siya, priority mo siya, or less priority. Yun, alam naman natin na lahat yan priority natin, di ba? Kaya natin ginulin. Pero ano yung pinakaunang mong dapat gawin? So this is, for that goal, yung consistent growth on my social media, I put it major priority. Kasi for the longest time po, gusto ko na siya talagang i-achieve. So, major priority ko siya this year. So, those are the outline. Your goal, purpose, anong type, is it major priority, or less priority, and of course, yung timeline. Hindi dapat mawala yung timeline. Yun, so that's it, friends. So, yun lang naman yung gusto kong i-share sa inyo on how I create or plan my goal for this 2025. I really hope and pray na nakagawa kayo ng mga goals nyo or kung hindi man ganun ka-detail kasi for sure may mga iba na it works for them habang pag iniisip lang or it works for them kapag sinasabi lang nila, diba? Or alam nyo yun, very simple, basic. Pero it's really important for us to have goals. Para we have this direction. Ano ba yung pupuntahan natin? Ano ba yung gusto natin achieve in life. Yan. So, I know yun nga disclaimer, hindi ako expert, hindi ako guru, pero I'm just a simple friend of yours na nagpapaalala, di ba? Yeah, so it's really fun. It's really fun doing this thing kasi parang nakaka-excite, diba? Para libre lang naman mangarap, diba? Meron nga ako napanood sa, tawag dito, sa TikTok, he's not doing a vision board but a delusion board. Yeah, so kumbaga parang extreme yung mga goals or gusto niyang mangyari this year. And it's something that works for him, diba? So it could also works for you. So yun lang. And hopefully magsama-sama ulit tayo this year. Yan, sana mag-grow tayo sa mga gusto nating aspect na mag-grow tayo. Lagi kayong mag-iingat and always choose yourself. Love yourself. Yan, yun dapat mawala. And kapag mahal mo sarili mo, matututunan ka din mahalin ng ibang tao. And mapapasa mo din yun sa kanila. So, so I really keep on praying na whatever happens this year, bigyan ako ng Lord ng lakas para malabanan or mas-surpass yung mga challenges na yun. And of course, please Lord, give me the courage to build a new words. Yeah. So, tapos na tayo sa comfort zone. Yan. Labas tayo paunti-unti. Yun lang friends. And hopefully madami kayo natutunan in this video. Yan, kahit ganito na yung boses ko. Yan. So, yan lang. And hope to see you on my next vlog. See ya!